Do we have the ability to be in a tremendously negative situation and transform it into light? Mundane, simple example, you were traveling from Los Angeles to New York, about 4.5, 5 hours, actually it was a longer flight. And as we sit down in our seats, one of the people getting on the plane, we had a full cup of Starbucks, and he got pushed either from behind or in front, and the whole cup of coffee, I believe it was, spilled all over me.
Sometimes we get blessings, and sometimes if we have done negative actions, we receive curses or things that are not positive.
Cup of coffee, I believe it was, spilled all over me.
But what the revelation here is, every time we see something that looks negative, that looks like a difficulty, that looks like a curse, we should know that we are looking just at the shell, but that the core, the true reality behind this shell, underneath the shell, is a tremendous blessing.
Cup of coffee, I believe it was.
But in truth, any great and true blessing that we receive will always come clothed within a curse. Every one.
Cup of coffee, I believe it was.
So that through the work that we do, through that we earn it. Through that we earn the blessing.
The Creator knows that what I need right now in my life is to, for the next 5 hours, sit with drying coffee on my clothes.
And again, this I think is every time we see something that is negative, a difficult situation, we should know that this is not the totality of the reality, but rather this curse, this negative situation, this negative reality is simply a shell that surrounds a tremendous blessing. And it is our work, through our spiritual work, through our purification, through our transformation of our desire to receive for the self alone, to desire to share, to open up that shell and reveal the blessing from within it. If we still find the situation to be a curse, if we still find it to be difficult, that is a clear indication that we have not done the work to reveal it. There is nothing that is negative. There are no curses. There are shells to blessings. And every blessing will come enclosed with that shell. And again, just to repeat, because this is, I think, both a tremendously important revelation and one that is very practical and necessary. Every time we find in our lives a difficult situation, we should not be looking for a way to get rid of it. We should not be looking for a way to hide from it or to have somebody else help us get rid of it. We should know that this difficult situation is a shell to tremendous light, to tremendous blessing that is hidden within. And if we simply get rid of the problem, we've lost the opportunity to reveal the light from within it, the blessing that is held within it. Our work is to keep this blessing, this curse, and work on ourselves and work on the situations that we reveal the light that is within this curse. What we understand now is that everything that is important in life, every true blessing that comes to us in life, is a difficult situation that is covering the blessing that is within. And I'll just read it again because, again, like I said, I think when I read this week, for me it was both a tremendous revelation and a very important. It will always seem to be covered by a shell of a curse. Why? That through our work we reveal the goodness from the depth, we reveal the blessing within the curse. Through that, we earn that blessing. Again, it's one of those ideas that really one should think about it again and again until we truly internalize it.
It transforms darkness into light and sweet and bitterness into sweet. Only that kind of person, the Zohar tells us, connects to the concealed light. Do we have the ability to be in a tremendously negative situation and transform it into light? Mundane, simple example, you were traveling from Los Angeles to New York, about 4.5, 5 hours, actually it was a longer flight. And as we sit down in our seats, one of the people getting on the plane, we had a full cup of Starbucks, and he got pushed either from behind or in front, and the whole cup of coffee, I believe it was, spilled all over me. And my initial thought was, okay, that's not great. My immediate second thought was, the Creator knows that what I need right now in my life is to, for the next 5 hours, sit with drying coffee on my clothes. So from that moment on, because I really knew that, That was an amazing fight because otherwise I'd have, other things that I would think I would do with my connection. We often like to think that our ego knows everything and how it's meant to be, and if it's not manifesting exactly as our ego desires it to be, then it's wrong and it's dark and it's bitter. Cup of coffee, I believe it was, spilled all over me. We are not yet capable consistently to transform darkness into light.